Good morning, this is Shine Matthew. Political Science. Lesson number 6, Political Parties, Part 2. Topics of the day: National Parties, State Parties, Challenges to Political Parties. How can parties be reformed? Under challenges to political parties: internal democracy, dynastic succession, money and massive power, meaningful choice. Under how can parties be reformed? Efforts, suggestions, and other ways. National parties. Number 5. Communist Party of India, in short CPI, formed in 1925, based on the ideas of Marx and Lenin. Marxism and Leninism. Believes in secularism, democracy, opposes secessionism and communalism, stands for parliamentary democracy, interests of working class, farmers and poor. After 1964, the party became weak, experienced split. Its presence in Kerala, West Bengal, Punjab, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. Its support got declined. In 2014, secured less than 1% votes and 1 seat in the Lok Sabha. Advocates left friend. Number 6, Nationalist Congress Party, in short NCP, formed in 1999. Formed out of the Congress Party. Ideas: democracy, Gandhian secularism, equity, social justice, and federalism. Supports natural-born citizens, especially high official posts. Presence in Maharashtra, Meghalaya, Manipur, and Assam. Became a coalition partner in Maharashtra. Supported United Progressive Alliance in 2004. Number 7, All India Trinamool Congress, in short AITC, launched in 1998 under the leadership of Mamata Banerjee. In 2016, it became a national party. Its symbol is flowers and grass, stands for secularism and federalism. In power in West Bengal since 2011, its presence in Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Tripura. 2040 general election secured 3.8% votes and 34 seats and became the 4th largest party in the Lok Sabha. Next topic is state parties. The remaining parties, except these 7 parties, are referred as regional parties. Some of these parties are not regional in their ideology or outlook. For example, the Samajwadi Party, the Samada Party, the Rashtriya Janata Dal. These parties have got national level political organization with units in several states. Parties like Biju Janata Dal, Sikkim Democratic Front, Mizo National Front. These political parties are very conscious about state identity. But the rise of many political parties made the parliament more and more diverse. Witness to the emergence of the era of coalition governments. National parties compelled to form alliances with regional parties. Since 1996, regional parties getting chance to be part of coalition governments. It is a kind of strengthening of federalism and democracy. Now the next topic is challenges to political parties. So parties are crucial for the working of democracy. It is the most visible face of democracy. People express their dissatisfaction with the parties. They criticize and blame, especially failures in performing functions. Popular dissatisfaction and criticism has got 4 different areas. Number 1, internal democracy. Number 2, dynastic succession. Number 3, money and muscle power. And number 4, meaningful choice. Internal democracy within parties, concentration of power in one or few leaders. Do not keep membership registers, no organizational meetings, no internal elections, no information to ordinary members, no influence of these ordinary citizens in the decisions. Leaders assume great power, paramount power by one or few. Disagreement is not permitted. Loyalty to leaders, not to principles or politics. Number 2, dynastic succession. Related to the first, there is no open and transparent procedures. Less chance to an ordinary worker to be on top, unfair advantage to the close ones and family members, top positions by members of the same family, unfair to the members. It's bad for democracy. Leadership to persons without adequate experience and popular support. Number 3, money and muscle power. Parties usually during the time of election focus only winning, tend to use shortcuts. Candidates with a lot of money, rich and companies, especially multinational companies, give money and have their influence in policies and decisions. Sometimes political parties support criminals who can win. Democrats are worried about the role of rich and big companies. Number 4, meaningful choice. There is no choice for voters. Ideological differences got reduced among these political parties. So, for example, the difference between the Labour Party and Conservative Party in Britain is very little. Agree on more fundamental aspects. Difference isn't just only in how policies are framed and implemented. In India, economic policies of all the political parties are almost the same. Those who want a real difference, there is no option. Same set of leaders keep shifting from one party to another. Next topic is how can parties be reformed? In a democracy, final decisions are taken by party leaders. But some efforts and suggestions are given below to improve the standard of the working of political parties. Efforts. Number 1, anti-defection law. Through a constitutional amendment, anti-defection law passed. Against changing political parties to be ministers or for cash, changing party means lose the seat. Defection down any dissent are more difficult. MPs and MLAs have to accept party decisions. They are compelled to accept what kind of decisions being taken by the leaders. Number 2, filing affidavit. It's under the Supreme Court's order. It reduced the influence of money and criminals. Affidavit is filing details of money, property, and criminal cases of candidates. A lot of information to the public, but what is the mechanism of failure? Here is no system to check information. Number 3, organizational elections. The Election Commission of India ordered to have organizational elections for all the parties. Doing so but for formality. So that is for improving internal democracy, but it is not up to the mark. We saw the different suggestions being made. Number 1, a law for internal regulations, maintain register for its members, follow its own constitutions, independent authority to act as a judge. All elections to the highest. Number 2, one-third seats to be reserved for women. Mandatory quota for women in decision-making bodies. Practically, it is in place in local bodies. But looking for the same change in the state legislative assemblies and the national legislature of India. Number 3, state funding. Government should give money or kind in kind, petrol, paper, telephone, and cash on the basis of what secured in the last election. But these suggestions are not accepted by political parties. Some improvement can be seen. Over-regulation sometimes may produce counter results or cheating of flows. We saw the two other ways to improve the working of political parties. Number one, people can put pressure on parties through petitions, publicity, agitations. Role of ordinary citizens, pressure groups, movement groups, and the media got increased. Number two, political parties must open membership to those who want to change. Quality of democracy can be improved through public participation. It is difficult to reform politics without ordinary citizens. So the problems of bad politics can be solved by better politics. Thank you.